rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. That's complete to John Ross. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
To try again after the sack. Murray being chased out left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So here's a 1st and 10, Raider territory at the 41. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Right after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jones. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones throwing deep for Stewart. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Murray now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray off play action. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. To throw again on second down. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD. We're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. They're still in the first half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Jones. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage are forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one. Now Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brings up second and a yard at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
38 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, Murray throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Carter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the first game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jones to throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Murray going to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray dancing to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing deep for Stewart, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Jones on first down. And here he's got Grant.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw. Jones.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Murray now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows it's getting this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Back to throw it. Murray. Another catch for Tate. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fans usually love to see